What's good? It's Jordan. Today, I'll be talking to you about giving up is an option. See, on this path, many times you're going to feel like you want to give up. Many times you're going to feel like you don't want to do it. Many times you're going to feel like you're uninspired. But when you're on this path and on this journey, know that those feelings are normal. Many times we may feel like this because we may experience burnout. We may not understand how to cope and deal with our life and the environment that we may be placed in. But at the end of the day, no one understands that it's a normal feeling. We have to understand it's a normal feeling, because if we don't understand that it's a normal feeling and it happens to us, then we can truly give up. And we have to understand on this journey that many other people have given up because they didn't have the courage to keep going. When you build the courage to keep going, no matter the situation that you're in, you build strength, you build discipline, you build faith, and those are the things that are needed on your foundation, on your journey, your path, your purpose, in order for you to keep going on that mission, that path, and that purpose. Everybody feels this way, including myself, but my advice to you is that whenever you feel like this, know that you have to keep going. And everybody says that you have to just keep going on the journey. You just have to keep going and doing what you need to do, whatever the case may be. And you may hear those things so many times in your personal life, but you just have to take it into account that sometimes you just really have to keep going. Sometimes you may not want to go to your job, your career path. You may not want to do the things in your own personal life in order for you to change your situation. We all feel like this. Sometimes we may not feel like doing anything. We may feel like we just want to lay down in our bed and just relax and just sleep and just waste the day away. But, doing things even when you don't want to do it, that creates strength, that creates discipline, and that creates faith. Because when you start building those habits, then those good habits are hard to get out. But when you start building bad habits, those bad habits are hard to remove. So in your own personal life, just think about it like this. People are going to give up on their own journey, but that doesn't mean that you have to give up on your journey. Your journey may be harder than someone else's journey, but the fact of the matter that you're able to make it through is important. Every little achievement that you make in your own personal life, you have to understand that it's important. We all have to understand this. Any achievement that you make in your life is important, because many times we overlook the achievements that we have made in our own personal lives, and we don't give ourselves the pats on the back for what we've done in this life. And we're not talking about achievements that are like towards external things in society, but just being able to take your first steps and do what you need to do in this life in order for you to be drawn towards your passion, your purpose, doing the hard things. So pat yourself on the back for that. Any and everything that you do that requires change and challenges you and pushes you towards a different level, you have to understand this. That is an achievement. And when you don't understand this, you tend to overlook those achievements and you start to put your value in external things. Not saying that it's bad, so to speak, to have external things in society where you may look at those things as achievements, but we have to focus on the internal things. The internal things are what helps us build the foundation. The external things could be here today and gone tomorrow. We all like the trinkets and treasures and luxuries within society, but if we place focus on those things, it stops us from being focused on ourselves internally. So we always have to understand this. We have to understand this, that in everything that we do, know and understand yourself. Know and understand that every mission, every path, every journey that you may take isn't going to be easy. You may have to change and readapt and rebuild and relearn. And if you're able to do that, you're able to get far, because we have to understand this. When you give up on one thing, then it starts to become a habit. You start to give up on everything that you want to do, any and everything that you feel like you can do, when you lose hope within yourself when you do that. So it's a continued process of just giving up, constantly giving up. And when you constantly do that, you're telling your mind that you're adapting yourself to just giving up. You're adapting yourself to just not doing anything. You're just adapting yourself to just living life carefree. And we can't do that. We have to understand the importance of our lives every day that we wake up, the importance of what we're placed here to do. Some people were placed here to help others. Others weren't placed here to help others. But we have to understand that when we are placed here to help other people, it's important that we understand the value of ourselves when we're helping other people. It's important that we understand ourselves on this journey too. And we can learn a lot from other people, learning about how they may feel, what they may be thinking, and just everything along the lines of life. And when you understand people and you understand how people are and how they develop, then you start to see why people do the things they do, why they live the way that they live. Even though there's no judgments there, but you understand why this person's in this scenario, in this situation, and you understand why that person's in that scenario, in that situation. So, to be honest, understand ourselves, understand others, understand the society we've been placed in. And just because your situation may be hard, don't think that others don't have hard situations as well, because everybody is battling something. If someone says that they're not battling anything, they're lying to themselves and they're lying to you. We all battle with things on a day-to-day basis, but how we overcome those things for us to be individuals who are strong and of good courage is important. And at the end of the day, being strong and of good courage is the only thing that's important, because we also have to understand the importance of knowing who God is and the importance of God placing you in the position that you're placed in. Because sometimes we like to think that we might have got ourselves to this position. No, God allowed us to get to this position. We have to understand this. And when we try to look at things from a perspective where we become our own gods and we make ourselves as our own gods, then we have to understand that that's very dangerous, because we can be in a high position today and then lose that position tomorrow. So it's important that we understand the position that we are placed in and be grateful for the position that we're placed in. Many times we're not grateful for the positions that we're placed in because we don't understand the importance of the position that we're placed in until we lose that position. So with that being said, understand your position, know your position, continue to work with that position you've been placed in, and elevate yourself through that position, because only you can do that. Nobody else can do that for you. And it's important that we cherish the position that we've been placed in, because life has a funny way of doing things. Sometimes you may be in a perspective, in a spectrum where you are high above, and then you may fall from grace. So we have to understand the importance of being humble, the importance of knowing the position that we're placed in, and the importance of being responsible with the position that we're placed in within this life that we have today. So today, I'll be leaving you with this scripture, and I hope that this scripture can help you on your personal journey today. Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. I want to thank you for watching today. Peace.